Hello dear student, myself Professor Gorejki. Today we learn new topic, simple harmonic motion. What do you mean by simple harmonic motion? Then we can discuss linear simple harmonic motion, and last one we can discuss differential equation of a simple harmonic motion. Firstly, we discuss here what do you mean by simple harmonic motion. Definition: the oscillatory periodic motion in which every particle of a oscillatory body move to and fro about its mean position about a certain fixed path is called simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. Then we discuss another definition. Next one, another definition. What do you mean by linear simple harmonic motion? Shortly we can discuss here this linear simple harmonic motion. Say linear SHM means linear simple harmonic motion. Definition: if the path followed by particle in a simple harmonic motion is a straight line, the motion is called linear simple harmonic motion or linear SHM. See this definition: if the path followed by particle in a simple harmonic motion is a straight line, this motion is called linear simple harmonic motion, or this linear simple harmonic motion also called as linear SHM. Another definition. Next definition, what do you mean by angular simple harmonic motion? Definition: if the path followed by particle in a simple harmonic motion is an arc of a circle, it is said to be angular simple harmonic motion. Next definition, period of a periodic motion. What do you mean by period of a periodic motion? This period of periodic motion is denoted by capital T. Definition: the smallest interval of time after which to and fro motion is repeated is called period of a periodic motion. Another definition, what do you mean by frequency of a periodic motion? The frequency of periodic motion is denoted by small n. Definition here, what do you mean by frequency of a periodic motion? The number of oscillation complete per unit time is called the frequency of periodic motion. The number of oscillation complete per unit time is called the frequency of a periodic motion. Another term, what do you mean by restoring force? Definition: the force acting on particle to bring it back to its original position is called as a restoring force. The force acting on particle to bring it back to its original position is called restoring force. In this, the restoring force always bring it back to its original positions. Then we discuss another concept. What do you mean by what is the concept of restraining force in a spring mass oscillator? Spring mass oscillators. See this diagram. See this diagram. Consider a body of mass small m attached to the elastic spring. This mass attached to the elastic spring. Suppose this elastic spring constant, consider small k, and force to be moved over the frictionless smooth horizontal surface as shown this figure. Suppose this the surface, we consider here this surface is frictionless smooth horizontal. uh, we consider first condition. In this position, spring is an equilibrium. This equilibrium position considered as a main position. Suppose O be the equilibrium position in which spring exerts no force on a body. When this body in a equilibrium position, therefore the spring exerts no force on a body. That is, we can write here F is equal to 0. When the body is pulled through a small distance, suppose this distance we consider x, distance x toward the right position. Suppose this position we consider here, consider toward the right, position B from mean position. This mean position we consider O, shown this figure. Then due to elastic property, internal restoring force F act on the body. The direction of this restoring force is toward the mean position. So when body is released from displaced position, it goes to mean position. Okay. Due to inertia, the body crosses the mean position and continues to move left sides again, and a spring get compress, that is a position A, shown this figure. The compressed spring exert restoring force on the body in opposite direction toward the mean position, and the body goes on mean position. The body move to and fro motion same along the same straight line path. Therefore it is oscillatory motion. In this oscillatory motion, restoring force, suppose this is a restoring force, we consider capital F is proportional to the displacement. Suppose the displacement we consider x here, x, but its direction is opposite to that displacement. Therefore the motion we can write here. Therefore this motion is called linear simple harmonic motion or linear SHM if x be the displacement measured from mean position and F be the restoring force. We consider direction is toward the mean position. Then we can write the restoring force. Suppose this restoring force we consider F here, and displacement we consider x. That time this restoring force is directly proportional to the displacement, that is minus x. Then remove this proportionality sign, we can write here F is equal to minus kx. Here where this k is called as a restoring force constant, and we can derive this restoring force constant here. K is equal to F upon x, that is a restoring force per unit displacement is called as a restoring force constant. Okay. Then note here, first note, it is depend upon elastic property of a spring. This elastic constant also depend upon the elastic property of a spring. And second note we consider here, the negative sign indicates that the force and displacement oppositely directed, that is F directly proportional to the minus x. This says that the negative sign indicates that the force and displacement oppositely directed. In this way we demonstrate very simple experiments the concept of restoring force in spring mass oscillators. Okay, some question asked on this topic. Define period of a uh, define period of a periodic motion, and another one define frequency of a periodic motion. Some question asked on these topics. Explain the concept of restoring force in a spring mass oscillators. Another concepts we firstly discuss here. The oscillatory body is known as linear harmonic oscillators. Therefore f is equal to minus kx. Consider equation a. Another one, we know that Newton's second law, f is equal to ma. Consider equation b here. Comparing equation a and equation b, we gets uh, m ma is equal to minus kx, because both side force uh, both side LHS is same. Then we can write here LHS is equal to RHS. That time m into a, or mass into acceleration, is equal to minus kx. We can calculate acceleration here, acceleration. Then a therefore a is equal to minus k upon m into x. Therefore we can write here a means acceleration is equal to minus k upon m into k upon m into x. This acceleration, therefore we can write here, suppose k upon minus k upon m minus k upon m, k upon suppose k upon m is a constant. Then we can write another way, acceleration is equal to this constant term into x. Then we can write here acceleration is directly proportional to the displacement, directly proportional to the displacement. That is, acceleration is directly proportional to minus x. Thus in linear SHM, acceleration is directly proportional to the displacements. Then we consider another definition here. What is meant by complete oscillation? A complete oscillation is when the object goes from one extreme to the other and back to its original position. This oscillation is called as a complete oscillations. Complete oscillation. Then next point we can discuss here, what is meant by condition for simple harmonic motion. First condition here, oscillation of the particle is always about a fixed point. Oscillation of the particle always about at fixed points. Second one, second condition here, the net force or acceleration is always directed toward the fixed points. Net force or acceleration is always directed toward the fixed points. This is a second condition for a simple harmonic motion. And third condition, the particle comes back to the fixed point due to restoring force. Here question asks, what is state the condition required for simple harmonic motion. The condition for simple harmonic motion, these three conditions can be satisfied. Okay. Another concept is harmonic oscillation. What do you mean by harmonic oscillation? Oscillation in which can be expressed in terms of single harmonic function, such as x is equal to a sin omega t or x is equal to a cos omega t, is called harmonic oscillation. Oscillation in which can be expressed in terms of simple harmonic function, such as x is equal to a sin omega t or x is equal to a cos omega t is called a harmonic oscillation. What is meant by non-harmonic oscillation? Another definition: oscillation in which cannot be expressed in terms of single harmonic function called as a non-harmonic oscillation. It may be, we can write here, it may be combination of two or more harmonic function. Then we can write x is equal to a sin omega t plus b sin square omega t. Here consider two or more, here consider two harmonic function, hence this oscillation is called as a non-harmonic oscillations. Non-harmonic oscillation. Then another point we can discuss here, we derive the differential equation of a linear simple harmonic motion. The differential equation of a linear simple harmonic motion. See here, in a linear simple harmonic motion or linear SHM, the force is directed toward the mean position and its magnitude is directly proportional to the displacement of the body from mean position. Then we can write mathematically f directly proportional to minus x. Remove this proportionality sign using some constant. F is equal to minus k. Consider equation first, where k is the proportionality constant called as a force constant, and this force constant we can calculate here. K is equal to f upon x. Take magnitude, then we can calculate force constant. Here x is a displacement from mean position according to Newton's second law of motion. F is equal to ma. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. But we know that the velocity of particle means what? The rate of change of displacement with respect to time, that is v is equal to dx upon dt. We also known as, what mean by acceleration? A is equal to dv upon dt means what? The rate of change of velocity with respect to time is called as a acceleration. This term we can write in this way: d square x upon dt square. Consider equation third. Then put equation third in equation 2. We get here f is equal to m. A means what? D square x upon dt square. Consider equation number 4th here. F is equal to m d square x upon dt square. Comparing equation first, f is equal to minus kx. This is the equation first. And another one, consider equation 4th here. F is equal to m into d square x upon dt square. Consider equation 4. Comparing equation first and equation 4, we get m into d square x upon dt square is equal to minus kx. Here rearranging this equation, d square x upon dt square is equal to minus k upon m into x. Rearranging this equation, we can write here d square x upon dt square plus k upon m into x is equal to 0. Consider equation 5th here. Substituting k upon m is equal to omega square, where omega is the angular frequency. Then we can write here d square x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. Consider equation number 6. Equation number 6 gives the differential equation of a linear SHM. This equation number 5, and equation number 6 gives the differential equation of a linear SHM. Some question asked on this topic: obtain the differential equation of linear simple harmonic motion. Then we can derive d square x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. This is a differential equation of a linear SHM. Then we derive expression for acceleration. This acceleration consider a velocity v and displacement x from a SHM. We can derive for acceleration, velocity and displacement of a SHM. See here, we can obtain expression for the acceleration, velocity and displacement of a particle performing SHM in a term of displacement x and time small t. Firstly, we can derive here expression for acceleration in linear SHM. We know that the differential equation d square x upon dt square plus d square x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. Rearranging this equation, we can write here d square x upon dt square is equal to this term, take in this side, d square x upon dt square is equal to minus omega square x. Consider equation first, but linear acceleration is given by d square x upon dt square is equal to a, that is a rate of change of velocity with respect to time, is called as a acceleration. Then according to definition, a is equal to d square x upon dt square. Consider equation second. From equation first and second, we gets a is equal to minus omega square x. Consider equation number third. This equation number third gives the acceleration in the linear SHM. A is equal to minus omega square x. This gives acceleration in a linear SHM. Then we find expression for velocity in a linear SHM. From differential equation of a linear SHM, d square x upon dt square is equal to minus omega square x. Rearranging this equation, we can write here d square x upon dt square, we can write d upon dt into dx upon dt is equal to minus omega square x. Consider equation number 4. But we know that definition of a velocity v is equal to dx upon dt means what? The rate of change of displacement with respect to time is called as a velocity. From this equation, then equation 4 become dv upon dt is equal to minus omega square x. Dv upon we can rearrange this equation. Dv upon dx, we can write here dv upon dx into dx upon dt is equal to minus omega square x. Some adjustment here, dv upon dx into dx upon dt is equal to minus omega square x. Rearranging this equation, dv upon dx dx upon dt, this become v according to definition, and dv upon dx is equal to minus omega square x according to definition here. Rearranging equation, we take terms, we separate this term. Therefore v into dv is equal to minus omega square x into dx. Consider equation number 5th. Integrating equation 5th on both sides, we take integration in this equation. We can write here, therefore integration v into dv is equal to integration minus omega square x into dx. Take integration, we can write here write here v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square into x into dx, integration x into dx. Take integration, we get here v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square. Take integration x into dx, this become x square by 2, and adding some integration constant. Suppose this integration constant is c here. Consider equation star. We can write here, you can write v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square a square by 2 plus c. Consider equation number 6, where c be the constant of integration. At extreme position x is equal to, we calculate first value of a c. X is equal to plus minus a and v is equal to 0. Substituting this value in equation 5th, we gets we put v is equal to 0 and x is equal to a. Then 0 square by 2 is equal to minus omega square. We put x is equal to a. Then a square by 2 plus c. We can write take square, 0 square is 0 is equal to minus omega square a square by 2 plus c. Then we calculate c is equal to omega square a square by 2. Consider equation number 7. This equation number 7, put equation number 7 in equation 6. We gets omega square by 2 is equal to minus omega square x square by 2 plus omega square a square by 2. Rearranging this equation, we can write here v square by 2 is equal to omega a square minus omega square x square by 2. Now here 2 gets cancelled, remaining what? V square is equal to omega into a square minus x square. Therefore v is equal to plus minus omega square root a square minus x square. Consider equation number 8. This equation number 8 gives the equation number 8 gives the required expression for velocity in linear SHM. P is equal to plus minus omega into square root a square minus x square. Then another expression we can derive here. Third expression for the displacement in linear SHM. We derive differential equation of a linear SHM. Then velocity is given by p is equal to, take magnitude omega into square root of a square p is equal to omega square root of a square minus x square. Consider equation first. But in linear motion, we know that definition of a velocity, v is equal to dx upon dt, the rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Consider the rate of change of displacement with respect to time called as a velocity. Consider equation second. From equation first and second, we gets dx upon dt is equal to omega into a square minus x square, square root of a square minus x square. We gets here, rearranging above equation, we gets dx upon square root of a square minus x square is equal to omega into dt. Consider equation number third. Integrating both sides of the equation thirds, we gets integration dx upon square root of a square minus x square is equal to integration omega into dt. But we know that sine inverse x upon a is equal to omega t plus phi, where phi constant of integration which depend upon initial condition or a phase angle, that is a therefore x upon a is equal to sine x upon a is equal to sine omega t plus phi. uh, we can write this equation another way: x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. Consider equation number 4. This equation number 4 gives the expression for displacement of a particle performing linear SHM at a time small t. Small t. Okay. In this way we can derive expression of displacement of particle performing linear SHM. Another one, derive expression of velocity of a particle performing SHM, and another one, derive expression of a acceleration of a particle performing SHM. In this way we can complete firstly definition of a simple harmonic motion. Then we discuss linear simple harmonic motion, or we said linear SHM. Then we discuss another definition, angular simple harmonic motion, period of periodic motion, another one, frequency of a periodic motion, and restoring force. Then we discuss we demonstrate simple experiment the concept of restoring force in spring mass oscillators. Okay. And then we can derive differential equation of a SHM. Then we calculate derivation of acceleration, velocity, and displacement of a SHM. In this way we complete this point. Today we stop here. Thank you.